And good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? I hope that you all are doing okay. For those of you all that are just coming into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that so much. And also share the video. Um, I decided to get on this morning. I was meditating. I have to meditate before I start getting my day started. Um, and I was thinking about, of course, the chat from last night, which really overall was a good chat. But we had trolls to come into the room also. And I didn't really get the opportunity to talk a whole lot about Cornelius and Straight Drop as I had wanted to, okay? Um, because we had distractions to come into the room. And oftentimes when there are distractions, it is because people are afraid. They're frustrated because they know at some point they are going to have to pay for their actions. It has nothing to do with me or anybody else because I can't control a person's actions. I didn't have anything to do or influence on a person breaking the law. Whether they went and sold some drugs or put a hit on somebody or participated in it, paid for somebody to be killed or killed somebody. I have nothing to do with that. No other vlogger has anything to do with that. Okay. So I can't understand people are always talking about how solid they are. Solid people don't react emotionally. When they do wrong, they take their lick. They go and do their time. They don't go and start, send their people out, their junkified friends out, to be to send them out and go in people's lives, especially if I felt like the authorities was hot on me. There's no way in the world that people that I claim that I care about or love, there's no way in the world that I would allow them to get into something knowing that if people are watching me, they are watching any and everybody around me. I just don't put people in crossfire, okay? Especially people that I truly care about. But that's something these young boys, once they are in jail, detoxing, maybe that's something that they will have a visitation from God. I'm serious. And a renewing of the mind, and they'll have the opportunity to see that. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of these young men don't know that because they are so groupified. They want to be in the inner circle of people so bad that they're willing to do anything to include jeopardize their own livelihood and life. And that's so sad. You know, I just hate seeing a generation like this. But with Straight Drop and Cornelius, with Straight Drop and Cornelius, one of the things that I wanted to talk about yesterday was, there were a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people say they think they're going to walk. I don't think so. Even if Cornelius gets a bond, like his lawyer said, we heard his lawyer say that it could be so high that it is ridiculous. And that's true. It could be high. But one of the things that kind of stood out to me, I think I've said it before, is that Cornelius is housed down in the annex, okay? And the annex is not a high level pod. It's not a high level housing, which is extremely weird because if he is not in high profile custody, such as Straight Drop, because Straight Drop is in high profile custody, why Cornelius is supposed to be in the same area? And if he is not in that area, that means he's supposed to be on the fourth floor with the rest of the high levels. With the amount of his bond and his charges, he's a high risk. So why do they have him in such a low level area and walking around, you know, in that pod? That's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on, but it does not mean that he's going to get out. Now, as I was saying before the trolls started coming into the room, because you could tell when people are emotional, and I did, somebody did send me a message last night to let me know who some of those people was. So I actually thought that they were just trolls, right? I was like, these are just trolls. And I thought when one person came in, which he is a part of that group, Big Stepper, I thought it was just him making a whole lot of accounts, in which he did have another account. But some of those where all of those people are connected were actually some of those people. And it just kind of goes back to like I'm like, dog, why? Anyway, now some of them were trolls, were just trolls making fake accounts, but some of them were actually connected with some of those people. But it was all good. But when you think about like Cornelius and Straight Drop, right? I've heard in the atmosphere, I've been hearing, and it don't necessarily mean that it's true, that they don't feel like there's going to be a trial, that they're going to plead out. I don't know why people are thinking that, and it ain't nobody on YouTube either, because I could take what I hear on YouTube with a grain of salt. As a matter of fact, that's what I do. I understand everybody have their own opinion, but I just don't get into that, because I hear a lot of crazy stuff on YouTube, which everybody has a right to say whatever they want. But I don't take that and run with it. You have people that listen to people on YouTube, and they will flat out try and attack other vloggers because of what they have heard somebody else say, which is a mental illness anyways. You know what I mean? That's a damn mental illness. So you have to put people like that in a category of their own. But I've been hearing in the atmosphere that these people they don't really think it's gonna be a trial. They think that they're gonna plead out. I don't know. Cornelius's attorney is the plead king. I mean, not Cornelius, but Straight Drop's attorney is the plead king. But I look at his energy, and his energy seems off. I'm talking about Straight Drop's attorney, but he's not a bad attorney, but he is the plead king. So I don't know why that's in the atmosphere. But when court dates get changed, like people that have ever gone through the court system, they know damn well that court dates get pushed back all the time. It don't mean nothing. It happens all the time. That is expected, because especially in cases such as this and of this caliber, attorneys are always trying to get more time. That when July comes, they're probably gonna have another reason to try and push back. Because number one, what those defense attorneys have to do is they have to try to get the people that's working with them to go out and try to find somebody to lie, come up with a bogus alibi or something. So I mean, it turns into a circus, but it does not mean that they're gonna walk. So um, you know, people ask me often, why do you think Cornelius did that? I'm looking at Cornelius has gained some weight, and even though he's gained weight, if you look at the video of Cornelius before, Cornelius has he has the same body frame of the person that was on that picture. The prosecutors and the investigators got way more. They got video, they got everything. Not only that, but they went into Cornelius's house and got exactly what they needed. Okay. So a lot of what they needed. So I don't have any doubts that they have what they need. Does it make me feel good? Like people say, well, why you say that? Because people are so emotional. They want it to be whatever they want it to be. Okay. And which is fine. They have a right to think that way. If their mind is like that, they got a right to think that. Because I never try to control how people think. Because I'm not going to let nobody control how I think. I never have. And I never will. But they have that right. Does it make me feel good to see these young men going down? It don't. It don't make me feel good. All the other stuff that's coming behind, even with these damn crash junkies, because that's what they are. Now, they ain't crash dummies, they crash junkies. Because they're junkies. They be on this lean and stuff. Then they get their ignorant asses on somebody's live and act a fool. But they was meticulous, though. They did not make a threat. There ain't no fools. They let you know that lean ain't got them messed up like we think. Okay? They knew not to make a threat, but it bothers me when I have subscribers to get on to say that these people are still outside of YouTube trying to make threats against them. That's messed up. And there is no man that is important enough. Y'all don't have to get, young men, you don't have to get up off your knees. Nobody is important enough for you to be gathered around trying to give them whatever you're giving them on your knees just for some crumbs. You putting your life in danger. I keep stressing that. You putting your livelihood in danger when you are a hanger on. Ain't nobody loving you like that. They using you. They got you around them with your ignorant asses. Yeah, I love you. It's blood on that. Now they want you around them to be a crash dummy. That's all they want you for. And you ain't really even getting nothing out of it. Because after about 3 years, they ain't going to remember you when you got your ass in jail, especially if you end up dead. They want you to take bullets for them. They use you as their body shield. And all they have to do is say, I love you. And they don't give a damn about you. Because if they did, they'd help your crazy ass to start making some real money legally. They will be encouraging you not to be a crash dummy or junkie and putting you up on some games so that you can create generational wealth for your children and not by going committing damn hits. They get you all the lean, all the weed and everything, all the heroin, all the Percocets that you need because it keeps you zombified and they're able to control you. So there has to be a renewing of the mind because it don't stop over here. Now, one time I didn't really get frustrated, not as it relates to me, because I know God, because we covered. Okay? Try to come near me and see how covered I am. But I think it's a shame before God. It bothered me so bad for them to have sent threats to that young man, and I tried to do all I could to get him to say the right things, to get the right movement going. Because everybody is not afraid of these terrorists. They are terrorists. We got to stop supporting these people because they are committing to terrorist attacks in our communities. And they got these crash junkies who are all kinds of junkies. All they want is a damn hit. Crumbs for a hit that's willing to do anything. If a person truly care about you, they help you to get off drugs and help to put you in a position to be a productive member of society so you can guide your family. It ain't just to be bowed down to them. So that's why I say I pray for the authorities to make a speedy takedown because it's coming. If you don't believe me, just watch and see. You can't get mad at me because I know that hell I didn't do it. I wish Dolph could get up out that grave. I did not do that. So how are you going to get mad at somebody else when nobody can control what anybody does? These people, whoever they are, the ones that was arrested and these other people, whoever that's getting ready to go down, they made a conscious decision to break the damn law. How you going to get mad at vloggers for talking about that? How you going to get mad at somebody else? And don't you motherfuckers ever think, Lord, please forgive me, because that just came out because I try not to cuss because I'm not a real big cusser. That you can ever threaten nobody to try to get me to take nothing down. It don't happen like that. It don't work like that. That made me mad because it just reminded me of what we've been talking about. One of the reasons why these people are working hard to get these folks is because they think they God. Get them to take it down. You can't get me to take nothing down. I understand that you are not God. All that powder and crack and cocaine that you're putting up your damn nose got you thinking that you are God because of the people that's down on their knees around you, the hanger-ons that don't understand who they are, worshiping you and putting you before they put their damn own ignorant asses. But it don't work like that with me because I'm a very sober person. I understand that you mere man on damn powder and cocaine, okay? Which means that you junkies too. Yeah, ooh, I did not get on here for this, but I just think that it is a darn shame. I get so mad when people are consistently doing certain things, and I'm like, God, that it just cannot. You just you. I mean, but God is working. I'm not trying to rush God because I don't want them to do a microwave investigation. But when Al Qaeda is consistently attacking our community, these are terror groups. These are terror groups, and they're consistently committing terror attacks on our communities because we funding them. We got to stop funding Al Qaeda. And what was the name of them other militia groups? We got to stop doing that, because that's what they are. Except for, you think about Al Qaeda and those terror groups, though, even though they was sick, they had heart. These right here ain't nothing but a bunch of little girls on their knees. They running, they scared. They don't want to take their lick. And then you got people getting into stuff that other people are involved in that have nothing to do with them. They are involving themselves in stuff they don't even have anything to do with or have to be in. And they got damn families at home. They ought to be at home with their women, but they gathered around on their knees around these men. So y'all, we just gotta pray for our young men, because I mean, if people truly care about you, they'll say, man, look, I'm hot, because these folks know they hot. I'm hot. I don't want you involved in nothing. We ain't gonna look. We can't control what these people do, because I ain't God like what y'all think. Get up off your knees. I'm gonna help you to make some real money, because I'm gonna be gone. But I want you to be able. I don't want you to get into nothing, because I'm through. Okay. I don't want you to get into nothing, so I'm gonna show you how to make some real money. And don't be the damn fool that I was. When you care about people, that's what you do. Instead, because they know their fate has really already been decided, they decided their own damn fate. They want people to go down right with them. Yeah, I'm the chief. I'm this. You ain't shit. You ignorant. And it's a darn shame when God has shown, because a lot of these people, God has shown favor. It ain't a lot of people that can say that they were able to get $1 million their hands on, or can get their hands on $1 million at one time. That's probably all a lot of them really got, but that's still a whole lot of money, and that's still a blessing. Especially when I know a lot of them come from the areas that they come from, and you become a goddamn terrorist. You commit terror attacks on the communities that made you rich. Okay. So there's a lot of karma in the atmosphere, because you have to reap what you sow. God is not pleased with that. A person can say whatever they want to say. They can say F you, your mama, this, and that. But the moment you put your hands on them and become a threat to their person, you have broken the law. You understand that? I wouldn't care how ignorant you are. You understand that. There are laws against that. And if you make a conscious decision to break a law, you got to go do your time. That's what real gangsters do. They go do their time. They don't pay little weak links to go do their time for them. A lot of them would rather be dead anyways, because they too scared to go do time, but they ain't got no problem with committing terror in the communities. They big enough to do that through their money, because they got a lot of people on their knees trying to get crumbs, but they too scared to go and do life in prison. But that's who y'all consider a gangster. Now, little bud, you go do my time. I can't do it. I'm too important. You ain't nothing. And these folks, these kids are so cracked out and junkified. They okay with that. Parents, y'all need to get y'all kids. They messing them up. They messing them up like 40 going north. They messing them up. You're going to have to pick your nose up off the table, sniffing that powder, and look up and see what's going on with your kids, because they messing your kids up. Okay? So many people got their heads in the sand. And then the moment that these predators and these terrorists start coming around the family members, they and grinning at them, so that they can ruin their children, they quick to just give their kids on over to them and trust their kids with them, because they become groupies. He gave me $1,000. You done sold your damn child off for $1,000 to a terror group. And they got him hitting licks and committing terror on the community until they kill him, or somebody else kill him, or the feds get him. And then they move on to somebody else that's got a groupie parent and commit terror, get them to commit terrorist acts on the damn community that they brought their asses out of. So, you know, I'm very passionate. I'm not taking down no videos. Kiss my ass. How about that? Um, and I ain't never in my life, if I could get on my damn TV show and speak truth to power when I was doing it. And trust me, people have a lot of respect for me. You know why? Because they understand the place that I'm coming from. Okay? They understand that. They understand that I have a true heart for people. But I don't have a heart or any concern for anybody that is committing terror attacks on our communities when the communities are already poor. You hijack them and you commit attacks on them. I can't understand why these men want to be around anything like that. They have the power and the wherewithal. They come to them. So that means that they have the control. They come to them to be a shield in front of them. People that don't even give a damn about them. Get some of them business consultants that's helping you to invest in some of these stocks and bonds and real estate that they claim they got. Why don't you put them up on some game like that, help them get their mind right, get them in some damn counseling, go with them, because a lot of them screwed up too. All of them can be sitting into a counseling session together. But they never want that for you young brothers, because you got to be their crash dummies. You got to be able to be somebody that they can send out, because they don't want their lives ruined. Okay? So they always want you to be on Percocets, on heroin, on whatever it is that you own that's got you messed up. Okay? Okay? But that's all I was getting on here for. I know I got, I get angry when people could, and I'm not angry. It just, I guess it doesn't make me angry. It just bothers me a little bit. That you got people that are sending threats to my subscribers. And I'm gonna tell you something. I want to say this to my subscribers. I refuse to let you all give these people a pass like Young Dolph did. Because and I'm not blaming Young Dolph. Young Dolph was constantly trying to wave the white flag because he was street and he was in his bag and he wanted to make his money. But it goes back to what my dad and Shaka Zulu, one of my favorite movies, have always said: never leave a damn enemy behind, because they'll rise up and come at your neck again. Thou should have cut their damn necks off and went to court, and their asses was, a lot of them would still be in jail right now with no damn careers. And because people have been giving them passes, like one of the federal agents said, they have a false sense of who they are, and really do believe that they're not going to be taken down. Look at how they consistently coming at people, to the point that they getting these sisters with they ignorant asses that's got children that's going to be scattered out everywhere, all because they want to be up under these dudes. They getting these sisters to set up folks, and you sisters, you got children. These folks hot, and you letting them send you out for to get your nails done. And you got kids, you got to go away, and you got kids that's going to be scattered out everywhere. And you a mother? I don't understand that. You letting these folks do that to you. And you a mother. Nothing other than God should ever come before your children, especially not a bunch of Negroes that's committing terror attacks and trying to pull you in this mess. It's got to be a renewing of the mind, y'all. It's time for us to wake up. And I'm serious. Y'all have a good day.